Hi guys, I hope you're doing well. So I'll be honest, this is not one of my favorite videos um, to make. I try to avoid these because I know you guys want to hear the fun and exciting things about our lives. But this is also, like I've said before, a reality of being a missionary, and so it's also an important part to share. So I want to kind of break down a little bit of the different levels and the different things that when you partner with us, what that goes into, what that gives. And so, yeah, I wanted to tell you a little bit about that just so you know. And when you're giving, when you're partnering with us, I believe that it's important that you know where your money is going and that you know the story of those people and what they're doing. So, and I will warn you, I probably will forget some things, but I'll break it down as best as I can. The first thing is insurance. Living overseas, it's important that we have health insurance in case something really big happens. We don't really use it, but if we need it, it's there. So when you give, part of it goes to insurance. I guess even before that though, 10% goes to overhead costs. So things like and just administrative stuff. So administrative stuff, and then insurance, and then whatever taxes we need to take care of. And then there is a fee that ends up getting taken out of our paycheck or whatever if you use a card, because that costs extra to process. And then we have a certain amount that we ask for each month to be sent into our account here in the Philippines, which that's nice for us because that's money that has already been changed into pesos. Because if we go to a bank here, and we use our bank card from the States to pull out pesos, it's $5 each time we do that. And so we try not to do it because it can add up. And we try not to use like our debit card here because it's a certain percentage, again, because you're transitioning from dollars to pesos. And we try not to use our credit card either because nobody wants to be in debt. So we have a certain set amount that is sent here, and we try to keep that low. One, because we're trying to, cut back on what we spend, really live within our means as much as we possibly can. And if we have a really low month, that money still comes to us, but then we owe Wycliffe back a certain amount of money. So we don't want to owe anybody money. You never want to go under the red. It's just a thing you don't want to do. And then whatever is left over, up to 105% of what our budget has been set at for the month, whatever's left over goes in to our account in the US. And when the money goes into our account in the US, we then use it for paying off school loans, paying off another loan we have. Our goal is to get enough coming in so we can really start saving and that kind of thing, with having to pay different adoption fees and just different things with life and kids and teaching online. We've had to buy some different technology that we wouldn't normally have or wouldn't, normally have to deal with. So that's just, it's a thing. It's life, and take it or leave it. Some of it's unfortunate, but yeah. So okay, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had, phone dying and all that, and the phone is what I use to record. So yeah, there's just the little things here and there, and things that we're hoping, we can get ahead of, and so that in the future, that's not something we have to think about. And then, so what happens with the money that comes in and is changed to pesos? So that covers our rent, our water, our electricity, our internet and TV, Thomas's speech and schooling, Miss D's therapy, having a babysitter / caregiver, because again, I think I've said before, Miss D's not sitting up on her own, she's not standing on her own, she's not walking on her own, so that takes, some extra care. And then whatever's left over we use for gas, for food, and just to live. And so I want to put you guys at ease. I want you to know, like, when you give and become a part of what we're doing in our ministry, we think about, using it wisely. A lot of times if we need something, we will buy it used and think through that. Or honestly, like our couch, it has duct tape on it because, it's like, yeah, we can get through, we don't need to replace that. And honestly, we don't. And so it's thinking practically, it's being careful. But yeah, I felt like, even though it's not the most fun or comfortable video to make, I felt like it was important for you guys to know, like, that we're watching each dollar. And if you, like, contact us and say, hey, I want to give you money, but I want it to go towards, like this part of your ministry or whatever, like, we can make sure of that. But all this is to say, we would really appreciate your prayers, because we feel led to stay here for the next year and a half. Originally, we were thinking that our furlough would be starting at the end of May, and then the Lord brought Miss D into our lives. And not only that, the school is trying to get teachers and things, but we're already on the ground. We're already here. We can already serve and be used in whatever way it is needed. So we can not only be here for Miss D and be there for her needs and what she needs. She's a foster kid, so she's already gone from one home to another home to another home, and just had those transitions, and things happen. So any way that we can make sure and try to make sure that her world doesn't have to change anymore, is a good thing for her. And she's got different medical things that we're aware of, and that I've either dealt with myself or seen people deal with, so I know a little bit. I'm nowhere by means an expert, but just we feel led that she is meant to be in our home. But in order to do this, we would just really appreciate your prayers that the Lord would continue to provide, the Lord would just continue to meet our needs. We are finding out that we will most likely be online for next semester too, so I would really like to be able to purchase a laptop, and so that would make doing things at school easier, and give us some more resources and things, you know, like if we have a lot of rain, it's hard for the kids to go outside and play, and so it would be nice to, you know, be able to hand Thomas the tablet, or be able to set something up for Miss D to do an activity, or even Thomas to do an activity, and just, but we have to have those resources and that kind of thing to do that. So if you have any questions about like, how does this work, or how's this done, or whatever, if you want to know any more about what do you guys do in Davao, or what does your day-to-day look like, or just whatever questions you have, put those down below in the comments, and I would love to answer them. I would love for, you know, enough people to watch our video to be like, hey, I have this question and I want to know this about your life, or this, or, you know, that kind of thing just makes me excited, and is something I enjoy. So sorry for kind of a boring talking video today, but that sometimes happens. So I hope you have a great day full of many blessings, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye. God bless. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe.